from hydroplaning handymen to semi-slamming sedans and everything in between. This week's Wham Bam Dashcam is guaranteed to be a wild ride. Buckle up, you're gonna need it. Chad was heading to his college campus with his wife, who was his girlfriend at the time. Congratulations! When a pickup driver tried to speed around their Hyundai Elantra before hydroplaning and losing control. After the pickup was T-boned by Chad's Hyundai, it continued across the median before colliding with an oncoming SUV. When police arrived, the pickup driver spun a colorful tale to explain how the wreck had occurred. Chad told us the pickup driver blamed the whole situation on him, claiming that Chad had cut him off and caused him to wreck. After Chad provided police with a copy of his dashcam footage, they found the pickup driver liable. Incredibly, nobody was harmed in this three-vehicle collision that totaled both the pickup and the SUV. Chad's Hyundai was repaired for $1,600 US. Randall was driving down a California highway when an Infiniti driver sped past him and straight into the back of a semi-truck's trailer. Randall pulled over and called 911 right away. Thanks to the Mansfield bar, that low bumper that sticks down and stops cars from driving underneath semi-trailers, the 4 occupants of the Infiniti survived the collision. If we check the instant replay, we can see the Infiniti's brake lights came on for the same video frame when the impact occurred, then turned off 2 frames later. Whatever the driver was doing, they sure weren't paying attention. Randall thanked us for our videos. He told us he's taken long motorcycle trips every year for the past 50 years, and he's still amazed at how many bad drivers there are. Gavin was headed home, taking the scenic route through National Park Service land when a BMW SUV sped past him before continuing down the road at well over the 50-mile-per-hour speed limit. Guess who Gavin passed 10 minutes later? A park ranger had pulled the SUV over for some instant justice, prompting Gavin to laugh as he drove by. He told us he doesn't know if the BMW driver was cited, but he didn't pass us a second time. Gavin asked us to shout out his wife Deirdre and son Ian, and he told us they watch Wham Bam videos every week as a family. If watching Wham Bam is your family's weekend ritual, speed to the subscribe button while we keep rolling. Edison was driving his Dodge Hornet at about 28 miles per hour when an oncoming Toyota driver turned across his lane before hitting the brakes, completely blocking Edison's path and leaving him with no way to avoid a collision. A police officer Edison had just passed noticed the collision and immediately responded. Thankfully, nobody was injured, but Edison's Dodge was totaled by the impact. He doesn't understand why another driver would ever turn in front of an oncoming vehicle, especially considering the slick road conditions at the time. He also pointed out that the position the wreckage ended up in made it look like he'd crossed the center line and struck the Toyota head-on. He's thankful he had dashcam footage to prove exactly what had happened. By the way, this is Edison's second time being featured on Wham Bam Dashcam. His first submission was the opening video in a previous episode, and we'll link to it at the end of this one so you can check it out. James was on his way to work when the driver ahead of him decided to take a quick nap as they made their way down a highway on-ramp. At least, that's what we assume happened. Either that, or they were using their phone while driving. Perish the thought. Whatever the case, colliding with the island caused 2 of the Honda's tires to rupture. James also told us he saw fluids leaking as he passed the hatchback after the driver pulled over. Thankfully, he said the driver was conscious and appeared unhurt. This subscriber was waiting at a traffic light in his Chevy Tahoe when he watched an SUV driver make a poorly timed turn right in front of a pickup pulling a trailer.
Slap on the hand and say, oh.
After the pickup driver slammed on the brakes and barely avoided slamming into the SUV driver made a U-turn instead, climbing over the sidewalk before driving away. Connor watched an SUV driver realize too late that they were running a stop sign. The SUV T-boned a pickup truck, pushing it sideways into another pickup. Connor stopped and made sure nobody was injured, then provided a copy of his dashcam footage to the involved parties. Thankfully, there were no serious injuries, and first responders arrived minutes later. This anonymous subscriber explicitly gave us permission to use his dashcam footage in our next Worst Drivers of Florida video after he went the wrong way down an on-ramp to escape highway traffic. Our subscriber admits this maneuver was a stupid decision, but it seemed like a good idea at the time, and he's surprised he didn't get caught. Wham Bam Fam, let him know your thoughts in the comments. Junior was making his way through downtown Houston when he watched a pickup with a skid steer on a trailer slam into at least 4 other vehicles. After rear-ending another pickup and shoving it into a hatchback, the out-of-control diesel ricocheted off a concrete barrier before colliding with a car and an SUV. Junior was also driving a diesel pickup with a trailer, a Chevy Silverado Duramax, and when he saw other people stopping to help, he continued on his way home. Kimberly had just picked up her son from school and was taking him to the dentist when the van ahead of her swerved to avoid hitting an SUV that was blocking half of her lane. With a semi-truck on her left, Kimberly had to slam on her brakes to avoid plowing into the Chevy Tahoe. After thinking she'd heard her Mustang Mach-E make contact with the SUV, she pulled over and checked for damage. Thankfully, she didn't find any before continuing on her way to the dentist. This subscriber was on her way home from work when she watched a pickup driver blast past her to run a red light in the oncoming lane, only to lose control and smash into a building. When crossing traffic got in the pickup's path, the driver swerved to the left, clipping a car before taking out a streetlight and finally losing a fight with a concrete wall. She told us the driver then got out of the pickup and ran away. Our subscriber suspects the pickup may have been stolen, and the thief fled after wrecking it. She later provided her dashcam footage to the Kansas City Police Department, along with a description of the driver. She has no idea if he was ever caught, but whatever the case, we hope he was held responsible for the damage his reckless driving caused. What do you think? Was the pickup stolen, or was the driver running for some other reason? Art spotted a Tesla behaving badly when the driver of an oncoming Cybertruck made a left turn into the same lane Art was headed toward, even though Art had a green light and the right-of-way.
That Tesla man can't drive. That Tesla man can't drive.
When Art held his ground and made his right turn as intended, the Cybertruck driver used the oncoming lane to accelerate past his Jeep Wrangler, giving his dashcam a crystal clear view of his license plate. Nice job. This subscriber watched the driver of a car in a turn-only lane cut into traffic, only to clip the front of another car whose driver presumably didn't see it behind his A-pillar. The impact caused one car to practically climb the other before slamming back down on the ground. The victim of the collision then drove away, leaving the responsible driver behind. In case anyone was wondering, no, you can't leave the scene of a collision you're involved in, even if you were the victim. No matter who caused the incident, every involved party has to stop to exchange information. If you drive away like this person did, even if the wreck was someone else's fault, you're still committing a hit and run. Juma was driving his Toyota Camry at 70 miles per hour one evening on his way home with his wife after celebrating their 3-year anniversary. Suddenly, out of the pitch black, a deer ran across the interstate in front of them. Juma checked his Camry after getting home and confirmed that he hadn't struck the deer. He told us it's important to take extra precaution while driving at night. If he'd been driving just 1 mile per hour faster, things could have been very different. Juma is another repeat submitter, and he previously sent us an instant justice video that we featured way back in episode 50 over 3 years ago. We'll put a link to that episode at the end of this one. Dan is a rideshare driver who was taking a passenger home from work when a pickup driver in a turn lane decided to go straight instead. After illegally cutting into Dan's lane and clipping the front of his Dodge Dart, the pickup driver spoke to the police before they'd had a chance to review Dan's dashcam footage. When an officer came to ask Dan what had happened, he played his dashcam footage in its entirety. The officer reacted by saying, "She lied to my face, wow." He then said, "Perfect, case closed," before citing the pickup driver. As he was writing the ticket, the pickup driver's boyfriend showed up and he was not happy about the situation. Dan told us he was visibly upset as he argued with the officer, but he held his ground and cleared Dan of any wrongdoing. Dan told us the cop was very happy that Dan had a dash cam, and Dan recommends them to all our viewers. If you need one for your ride, check the description for discounts on the models the Wham Bam team uses in our own vehicles. As Ben approached a train bridge, he encountered a box truck that used to be taller than 12 feet 0 inches. How do we know?
Did he? Oh! Brilliant!
The truck had gotten a haircut while driving under a well-marked train bridge after the driver had clearly misjudged the situation and missed the numerous signs warning him not to drive under it. In fact, signs on the other side warn that only trucks under 11 feet 6 inches will fit under it. And missing paint shows this wasn't the first truck driver to ignore those signs. Whoops. Here we go again. Drivers behind this subscriber left a gap so an SUV driver could reach a parking lot, and when they went for it, they got T-boned by a pickup truck. Obviously, this collision was the SUV driver's fault, we all understand that. Even so, it couldn't have happened if drivers had closed the gap behind our submitter, forcing the SUV driver to wait until traffic was clear. Leaving a gap for drivers to enter or exit a parking lot driveway isn't required. I'm sure those other drivers had the best of intentions, but yielding when you don't need to isn't courteous, it's dangerous. Close the gap. Eric's wife was on her way home when an SUV driver blatantly ran a red light, almost T-boning her Nissan Rogue. Thankfully, she was able to swerve around the nose of the SUV as the other driver stood on the brake pedal, barely avoiding a collision. Less than 2 minutes later, she arrived at home safe and sound. This subscriber was sitting in his Chevy Colorado, parked in his college's parking lot, when he watched another driver come speeding toward an empty space before overshooting and colliding with a parked car. Our subscriber watched the responsible driver leave a note on the car she'd hit, and he added his own contact info so the victim could request his dashcam footage. He's now waiting for a phone call from their insurance provider. Dylan was on his way home from work and had just entered the highway when a car with a rather excited passenger drove past him on the left. Dylan told us he initially thought a child was standing out of the car's sunroof, but he quickly realized it was just a doll. Don't forget to watch the time Edison T-boned a Model X in this episode, or go way back in the archives and check out Juma's Instant Justice submission. If watching the latest episode of Wham Bam Dashcam makes you excited enough to hang out of a sunroof, be sure to subscribe so you'll get notified of every new upload. See you next week.
Wham, bam, we got a Patreon, man. Please support the show.